What's your name? Where you from?
My name is Regina Vasquez. Well, Saunders Vasquez.
Oh yeah.
I like to go by Saunders because it's my maiden name and I'm from Greensboro.
Are you
That's
from
what
Greensboro? How old are you?
I'm 53.
53.
Yes.
53 now. Let's start from the beginning. We're gonna get to that situation we were talking
Oh, no,
about.
you're good with that.
Um,
You're good with it.
So let's talk about your childhood a little bit. How was you grew up in a two-parent household?
Yes, two-parent household, abusive, alcoholics. It got so bad that I got locked up in a trunk when I was 8 years old. I crawled in actually to get my dad a beer. He asked me to get him a beer out the trunk. When I got in the trunk, somebody just nonchalantly just closed the trunk door, and I ended up in the trunk
Huh?
for the whole race in 90-degree weather.
And-
Yeah, see, I had a couple of strokes, and a lot of this has been coming back to me here lately. Yes.
Oh, you had a couple strokes.
Yes.
We're gonna get to that too.
Oh,
So
yeah, so a lot of my memories are starting to.
come back. So you started remembering a lot of things.
I'm forgetting a lot, and then I'm remembering a lot too. I'm forgetting a lot of the stuff here that I do lately, but the past is coming back very, very good.
So you say you don't know who it was that closed you in the trunk.
I think it was my cousin playing a trick. But see,
How long was you in the truck at 90-degree weather?
what time does it start? The race starts, I think, about 12 noon, and it probably ends sometimes dusk dark, sometimes earlier than that, depends on.
How old was you?
I went about 8 or 9 years old.
8 or 9 years old.
Yep.
So how was your parents?
They were livid when they found out I was in the truck the whole time because they looked for me the whole time. I could hear them out there. I was screaming, but at a race car race, and that's the 311 Speedway up in Martinsville. Yeah, the big race. Anyway, you cannot hear nothing. I mean, some people you see with the headphones on so they can't hear their cars. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're so loud it blows the eardrums out. But I was banging on the trunk for hours.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so how
I was traumatized.
so
Don't
you
get me wrong.
got any brothers and sisters?
I got three real sisters. I got two stepsisters, and I got an adopted sister, and they all come about. My one stepsister is from, of course, my stepdad. And
Can you look up a little bit?
But she passed. She accidentally OD'd. How do you do it? I'll never know. But she accidentally overdosed on acetaminophen. That is Tylenol. It
Oh, yeah?
is a pill they use for headaches, and it's very, very popular pill they use for headaches here, like that and pure caffeine pills. That's all that caffeine is in acetaminophen. So don't do a lot of caffeine or you can kill yourself for real. Because yes, we found her in the backyard, laying in the backyard with her ears, bleed out her ears and everything. But she had just told me she took a pain pill a couple hours prior. But her head was still hurting her, so she said she had took a Tylenol. Well, the acetaminophen in the Tylenol must have been too much because it odoured her. That's what they wrote it out at the hospital.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
So how was your relationship with your dad and your mom growing up?
It was okay. So it was me and my stepdad didn't get along too well.
Y'all did?
That I wished I did. I wished I got along with him better now because he's always right. He wasn't as bad as my real dad, to tell you the truth. I mean, I could ask for a Coca-Cola and at least I get it. Ask Coca-Cola for my real dad. He don't have no money, but he ordered that next beer.
Who was that? Your real dad?
My real dad, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my stepdad kind of done a little more for me than my real dad, but it ain't all about that either. It's just that he spent more time with me and, done more things, took me more places. My dad just wanted to sit in the bar and drink. That's
Okay.
all his life was about.
So what led up to your situation out here living on the street?
Well, I moved to Little Washington, North Carolina for 15 years. I was doing very well. I weighed 325 pounds. I quit doing drugs.
I can't hear you say.
I weighed 325 pounds.
Wait, you used to weigh 325 pounds?
Yes, I quit doing drugs. I stayed up there and the reason I left Greensboro was I was sick and tired of being sick and tired like I am right now. But you know what? Back when you've gone for 15 years and you're having a wonderful life, you forget why you left the town that you did because
You kind of forget all the struggles,
you
huh?
try to forget it, and you really do forget it, and don't never forget where you come from because when you come back, it's still the same, and it's no good for you because it's killing me this time. My health's gotten worse since I've been back to Greensboro this time. I used to didn't have a mark on my skin. I never shot up no kind of drugs. I never done that stuff in my life. No, never thought about heroin ever in my day of my life. Never knew what it feel like to do a shot of heroin or a snort of heroin or anything that contained heroin. You know, I was just a normal person. I done it one time and I was thinking to myself, how in the hell they do this stuff? Why would anybody want to do something to make them this sick? You know, and I kept saying that and kept saying it. And the more I said, the more I wanted some more of it for some reason. So I said, well, maybe the next one made me sick. I tried it again. Don't try it because it's still going to make you feel the same way. And then you're going to want more and want more. And it just leads to, that's what led me out here. But that's what made me lose all my weight and everything, because come to find out, the drug eats all your food out of you, believe it or not. Anything you take in, the drug's taken out immediately. Don't get me wrong, I don't know, it ain't a worm, it ain't a parasite, it ain't that like that. It's the drug just burns the calories that you eat, every calorie you eat. That's why people lose weight and stuff. People be thinking they're crackheads. They ain't crackheads, they're heroin addicts. The heroin's eating their food up for them. That's why they're constantly eating too. That's why when you get off heroin and go to methadone, that's why you gain a lot of weight, because that methadone makes you want to eat.
So you eat a lot?
Yeah,
and you still lost? How much weight now?
I'm gaining weight now.
Oh, you gaining weight?
Yeah, because I was 98 pounds. I'm at least about 105 now. So somebody told me that's
you're 105 pounds.
So
and how much you used to weigh? 300 what?
25 pounds.
So you done lost 220 pounds.
Since I've been back to Greensboro, and I've only been back since 2016. Go figure.
So you think that's all the drugs? You don't got no other health issues?
Yeah, I have health issues. I have bad health issues.
What kind of issues you got?
I have cancer twice. Well, I beat it twice. I've got it again. I found out I was HIV positive in 2012.
You got cancer?
Yeah.
What type of cancer you got?
This went from breast cancer into mouth cancer I got now.
Mouth cancer?
Yep.
And breast cancer?
Remember I told you I was going? I went, yeah.
So
I went in remission on that. It's gone now.
Okay, the breast cancer gone.
All the masses is gone. Now
it's in your tongue.
Yeah, it's in my tongue.
So,
I showed it to you. They said
so that day you went, they said that's what it was? Dang, that's sad.
They're giving me medicine now that knows my mouth, so I can talk normal. But remember last time I couldn't even barely talk.
Right.
I was
that's
everywhere.
sad.
It was everywhere.
So oh, that's sad, man. So what you gonna do now that you got diagnosed with tongue cancer? You gonna continue to use? You gonna stay off with drugs so you get some?
It actually helps my pain, and I don't ask for any other kind of pain medicine.
Oh,
it's
so
already a
what helped your pain?
opiate. But they would, if I didn't do heroin, I would probably be on the highest 2 or 3 kinds of pain pills they would put me on.
So,
because when I go to the hospital now, they put me on 2 different kinds of individual pain medicines, and one of those Dilaudid, and one of those morphine, and then they give me 3 pills a day. I think it's Oxycontin. They give it to you 3 times a day, every 6 to 8 hours. That's what they give me. My tolerance is so high, I have to take that much medicine. And then gabapentin don't touch the nerve anymore. You know, they say if you take too much of that, it stops working too, and it did. So for me, pain medicine ain't nothing. I can come out here and do 1 shot of heroin, and I'm fine for at least 8 hours.
Wow, dang, man.
Yeah.
So have you talked to your family? You told your family you got kids? You talked to anybody?
My kids know it. My kid, let me tell you something. When I first started doing drugs, my daughter, she said, my mama's hyper. She's losing weight. She's wanting to clean for me. She's wanting to do everything for me. And that's the drug when me want to get up and do things, you know? Mm-hmm. And I told her what I was doing. She said, Mama, what kind of drug you on now that makes you do that? I said, heroin. She said, well, I'll go get that. I'm going to buy you some. Just because she wanted me to clean her house, okay?
Who said that?
So my daughter.
So my
daughter was actually buying me drugs for a little bit until she realized what it done to you, and she went against it completely. When her stepdad accidentally overdosed, that done it then for her. My daughter's a one-time person. If she gets in trouble one time, that'll be the last time. She sees something one time.
So she learned a lesson from everything she do.
Everything she do, she learned.
She's like a smart girl.
She got caught with how much cocaine? 3 ounces, 4 ounces. More than that probably, but walks in Carrabba's right here on Gatesy Boulevard. This one's High Point Road. This has been years and years ago, so can't use it against her. They walked in, and here's guys in briefcases and suits buying that cocaine from them. That's who it was. Greensboro's finest.
Holy?
So yes, they got popped. She done that 1 year in prison. First time she ever been in any kind of trouble in her done 1 year, and I swear to God, she don't even want to look at it. If you bring it near her, she'll cuss you out.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
If she finds out you're on it, she'll cuss you out.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
Oh, I'm her mama. She found out I was on it now. I wouldn't see her for another 2 years.
Wow, so you ain't seen her in 2 years?
I have. She just
okay.
came last weekend.
Oh, did she?
The day you came, she came.
Wow.
You had just left and she came.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know this is like a follow-up interview. Yeah.
Sure did.
Wow, that's unbelievable, man.
But see, I was good because I was straight. You know, I was straight when and actually went and got them the stuff that I had got my grandkids. Remember I told you I had stuff stacked up. I gave them all that. Just spent a little bit of time with them. I didn't even want to leave.
Right.
Yeah.
So I see you you change your location now. So you stand inside the tent
Yes,
with your
because
friend.
it's a whole lot
Why is that? Is it
safer.
dangerous up there? What?
Yeah, I had a girl pull a knife on me. She accused me of taking something from her, but you can't take something from somebody that was already theirs, right?
Oh, so she said.
She stole a little thing from me, right? And I went back in her tent and I stole it back from her. I was stealing my own shit back. And even my grandmother said that. Even the police said that when I called her. Because she's pregnant. If I would have hit her one time, the police told me this. If I would have hit her one time, if anything would have happened to that baby, I would have got charged with murder or attempted murder.
Right.
So I couldn't hit her back, so I basically let her beat the hell out of me. And I'm 53 years old, and she's not but in her 20s, and she kicked me 3 times in my head with her foot.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah. And didn't nobody come to my rescue after everybody was like, we got your back because we know
all the
you're
stuff
on.
you're going through right now, they're still messing with you.
But no, she's not messing with me no more because I had 6 deep out here and I hated to do it, but I did.
Right.
Because she told me every time I come up here, she was going to cut my throat. And she had the knife this close. She about did. If they wouldn't have pulled her off of me, she would cut my throat down. She would. Because from what I hear, she helped her daddy get rid of her mama's body when her daddy killed her mama.
So what now?
Yeah, she told me that.
Dang, that's messed up.
And now she's threatening somebody that she's got all the information of a murder, some white girl and black guy.
Yeah, well, I don't even want to talk about that kind of stuff on here.
I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? And then you beating on people.
Yeah, listen. I kind of want to put that on camera. Whatever. I don't want no parts of that.
Okay, yeah. I don't
But yeah. So it's about to get cold now, and being that you got that health condition, I like to kind of see you.
Yeah, my back hurts.
I got a donation for you, man. I hope might give you enough today so you can go get you another tent and get you a warm spot or something like that.
Yeah.
I wish I had more. I can do more for you, but I'm gonna do what I can.
I know that's right.
You know,
y'all help a lot.
Yeah, man, because I hate to see, especially you in your situation with your condition. So yeah, that's kind of touchy, man. So
my mama used to tell me I was too mean to die.
You say what now?
My mama used to say I was too mean to die.
Too mean to die?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the devil's been after us up here.
Your mom still living?
No.
She passed?
I sued Cohen Hospital in 2014 for killing my mama.
So you have any regrets right now?
No, do I have breasts?
Any regrets?
Regrets? I thought you said breasts. Sorry about that. Regrets, yes. Every day of my life, I have regrets, yes.
What type of regrets?
I regret that I ever done a drug. I regret that. Put my kids. I really put them down. I've had a bad impression on my kids. I regret that every day. I regret every day that I don't get to spend with them. My grandkids. I regret that my mom's gone. I regret that I never listened to my mom and my dad. I regret a lot of things in my life. I wish I could go back and do, but you can't do it now. I don't want to apologize now.
You're gonna be
because you can't. They're not here to apologize to. Yeah, I regret everything.
Yeah, so you wish you can right some of your wrongs.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah, they say write your problems down against me, but it don't. It don't. I wrote a 2,000-page book that got burned up in my apartment. That was all nothing but my feelings that I'll never really get back. That hurt a lot too. Because when I wrote all that, I was going to publish that book. It was everything that ever happened to me in my life from day to day. I kept journals and journals. I studied my journals. I used my journals. And I regret it tells you how much that book told you how much I regret in my life.
in a lot of ways. And all the suicidal attempts that I did, that I claimed I did, and it took me a long time to admit that I had a problem. And I know I still got a problem. Can't nobody fix it but me.
I'm sorry.
Very
Dad.
emotional today. Sorry.
You're gonna be all right. Sometimes it's good to get it off your chest, let it out, and then you never, sharing it with the world right now. That's kind of like,
Yeah.
right and wrong in a way.
Right.
You know what I mean? A little bit, kind of, sort of.
God
to me.
says recognize all your wrongs and
That's
ask
right.
for forgiveness. Said that you know you sinned and to forgive you for your sins and you're forgiven. But sometimes I feel like no, because when I say the devil's here on earth, he's on earth. When I tell you that he has failed me twice already, I'm not lying. I had a demon chase me from a dumpster one night. My mom,
A what?
A demon. It was the devil. And my mama told me it was. She said it probably was the devil. She said because the book says the book died and I died for 45 minutes and we haven't. We're in hell, y'all. There's no hell after death. There's no hell. You can be stuck in purgatory, and this is purgatory right here. And you don't want to do that, so you better get right with God. Because there's only one heaven and only one hell, and we're in hell now. That's no lie. Because when I died, it was so beautiful, and I asked God, I said, where's hell? He said, you just left hell. He said, but I got to send you back because I'm not ready for you yet. He says, we got plans. God's got a plan for everything. And there's a plan for me. It ain't came yet, but I sure wished it would.
Wow.
Because I'm
That's
ready
deep.
for it.
So you say-
It's
so you
supposed
say-
to be
so
a
you-
good plan, but I'm ready for it.
So you say you died and
For
you asked
45
God
minutes. They
for 45
almost
minutes.
gave up on me. When I woke up, I thought I was at home, but I was somewhere else. She said, this girl really died because she thought she was at home. You've been here the whole time, she said, but I was at home. I was really at home. When I died across the street. I was really at home. I went all the way back to my apartment across the street. And it was in heaven.
It was in heaven.
And I was in heaven.
Wow.
Yeah, everything was so bright and beautiful.
So you're not afraid to die again and go back to
No,
heaven?
it's beautiful. It's so bright and beautiful.
Is it?
It is. Everything's much greener, much brighter, it's beautiful. I'm not saying go die and look at it, but I swear to God, I've never seen something so beautiful in my life. We're only body bodies, okay? We still have souls. Our souls are born in heaven, okay? But we get put on earth, and these are our body bodies. So
Right.
when we die, we're going back home. We done been home one time. We just didn't realize it.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
I'm not scared, no, because I know that my family's waiting.
That's deep.
Okay, it's hard to even admit stuff like that and tell stuff like that. And I shouldn't really, because I'm probably scaring half of the fucking world.
Nah.
For real, because
I
it's
think
a true
they
story.
they might be interested in listening to it. You got me up here like,
It's
keep
a
going.
very true story, and I've got 5 or 6 people that can tell you this story. When I died that day, I died in the bathroom, and there was an older man in the living room that was there with me, and he said when he heard me hit the floor, he knew what happened. He couldn't even drag me in the living room. He said the paramedics was on the phone with the 911. They told him to drag me in the living room. He couldn't even. He pushed me, pulled me. I was so old, and he didn't know how to do CPR or nothing. I mean, come on, he said I was all dead weight. I said, well, of course I was dead weight. They said I was dead. I mean, he said no, that's the true meaning of dead weight. When somebody's dead, you can't carry them, you can't drag them, you can't do nothing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
deep. That's a good thing in the interview room. Before we
I had a
before
lot happened to me. So I mean, I have a whole 50,000 years worth of stories that I could tell.
yeah, I know that's right.
There's one right there that needs to be interviewed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, his name's Clyde. He had a couple. Come here, Clyde.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him later on.
Yeah,
I kind of
he's
got to get on
he's
to the house,
he's
get
on
to my
way.
son.
He likes
So
to
listen,
play.
though, before we go, in case there is any adolescents or grown people contemplating choosing a lifestyle, what type of advice you got for them?
All right, to really stick with the normal kid's life all your life. Don't be a kid all your life. That's not what I'm saying, but live like you won't never have another tomorrow. I promise you that. And don't do drugs doing it either. And don't be go out here and get high and stupid.
do things that you always want to do, because one day you might wake up and not be able to do them, because that might be your last day there.
Right. That's
So
excellent
I
advice.
say,
Well, I got a donation for you, man. I pray if I see you again, you've been
Thank you.
in a better place.
and I pray for
And,
everybody every night.
God bless you. I
God
appreciate your
bless you
time.
too.
Yeah.
And God bless the world.
And I wish you good luck with the with
Thank
your
you.
cancer situation.
Yeah, well,
make sure you stay on your medication. Make sure you eat.
Oh, yeah.
Try to get you somewhere warm to stay. With money I buy, hope you'll get you a
Yeah,
10 or
we're
something.
warm. Tina tells us
That's your
she was-
boyfriend right there?
No, that's my
Oh,
friend. And we're
okay.
all free. I haven't had a boyfriend since 2018.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're all like family up here. So he's like my uncle. That's Clyde. He just had a stroke. That's why he's having a little problem.
It's all good.
I don't got a pep talk.
Okay, well I'm gonna get on out of here. Yeah, step over here. I got something for you.
I don't have a pep talk for you, baby.